and welcome back to the second of our top 4 games with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hi.
Hello. And we are seeing the Bara Rains deck submitted by Paul Geddes, being played on the left by myself. And on the right hand side we have the Martell Prince deck, and it's Prince Red Viper, that was submitted by Antti.
I like the fact I'm showing you Tristan Martell and what he does, even though it's always completely irrelevant in every single game I've seen him.
I can't even remember what he does, to be honest.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about it.
I shall not worry about it then. So you have set up then, as you say, Tristan. You've also got Bastard Daughter, Greenblood Trader, and a Rose Road. Well, it's a little bit sad to have Greenblood Trader on setup, but it's an extra card that you're going to draw back up. It's characters on the board. On the left side, I've played out a Kingsgate, Salador, and Acolyte of the Flame. Yeah, got there in the end. And we are just choosing our first plots.
So, of course, my deck is Prince the Red Viper.
Mm-hmm. That didn't look like you had that in the hand.
Might have. Don't necessarily want to set him up.
When you were looking through your hand, it didn't look like it was in there unless I missed it.
Oh, I didn't watch.
So not got that quite yet, we think, but possibly coming out later. So for those of you that haven't been following the tournament, basically this little tournament is comprised of 8 different decks that were submitted by our viewers, with 8 different factions. These factions, we chose the ones that we like the look of. And then basically we had a Swiss round that you can find on the channel. And the Swiss round was basically decks were randomly allocated to each other. And then the decks were randomly allocated to either myself or Richard. So, you know, it was pretty much the first time we were playing these decks. We went through the decks, and you can see at the end of those videos there's an analysis of the decks, how they worked, pros and cons, things like that. In this top 4, we have the winning decks against each other. So we've already seen, what was it? Greyjoy Stag versus Targ Hollow, I think. And this game obviously is the Bara Rains and Martell Prince. I won't spoil who won the Greyjoy Stag and Targ Hollow game, just in case you've not seen it and you want to go back and watch it. But one of those games is already up. Do you want to run us through those opening plots, Richard?
Yeah. No.
No, not quite with it.
I can't see.
You can't see. You're cleaning your glasses.
I am, sorry.
Wonderful. I'll continue talking. I do it well, apparently. So we've got at the gates on my side. You went into Prince John's behest, and then chose to do an at the gates for yourself as well. Both of us grabbing a Gates of the Moon. So it looks like we're trying to set ourselves up for economy for the game. And with us both paying Gates of the Moon means that we're both going to get an extra 3 gold per turn, which is nice. I'm first player. I've marshalled a Dragonstone Port and played out a Red Priest.
Sad.
Great.
Sad.
Great. Which I know Martell likes going second, but I was quite happy to go first here because I think I had the Red Priest in hand already and wanted to see what you had.
You can see Ariane there in hand. Dawn.
Yep.
You take Dawn. I think that's a good call because I'd play it otherwise with my board as is.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got decent characters on the board, and really Martell like to get Dawn out as early as possible, so that they can start drawing those extra cards and get more and more options in hand. So as soon as I saw Dawn, I knew that was one that I needed to take. You've had a weird habit of playing Martell recently, and somehow managed to also get randomly allocated Martell for this game. So I know that for you, card draw is a big thing, and I knew that taking Dawn would at least stop you from one round from getting all the extra cards that you need.
I mean, if you've got all the card draw and enough money to play it, then all you have to worry about is whether your cards are better than your opponent's, right? And whether you're good enough to play them better.
Also going for a I keep trying to say Willy Smuggler, but it's not a Willy Smuggler. It's a Wily Smuggler,
It's
right?
a Willy Smuggler. Let's just call it what it is.
Fine. The Willy Smuggler's out. And using Salador's ability to nil your gates at the moon and grab a gold.
It's good.
Yeah.
Salador, pretty useful. If your opponent has a location worth kneeling, and B, you have smugglers.
Yeah, I think in the Swiss of this game, playing the Bara deck, I didn't really do much on the smuggler side of things. So I know in this game, I kind of wanted to really try and play the smuggler theme as much as I could.
Alright.
So I think I kept my hand deliberately with Salador because I wanted to try and... Salador, sorry. Because I wanted to try and, see how that theme was meant to work in the deck.
Showing the camera there, the choice between Ariane and Beguiled. Now, I do have a Beguiled in hand, maybe 2 Beguiled in hand.
Okay.
I believe.
What did you take then? Did you take the Ariane?
Yeah.
Beguiled is a pain in the ass. Although, I know for this game, because I didn't realise in the first game, I know now for this game that Beguiled is terminal. So, I can get rid of the character and not have to worry about them going on to a character I'm bothered about, which I didn't realise in the first game that we played in the Swiss.
Oops. Yeah, Beguiled on your salad, man.
Yeah, I mean, as a Tricon, he's probably the most likely character that I'm going to want to try and keep around. So putting it on him makes sense. And you've also got an Ariane on the board there as well, who I'd imagine, like looking at the boards at the moment, you'd probably use it on the Red Priest so you can get your Dawn back if you were going to use it. But We'll see how that plays out.
Seems good.
So you've got a nice board presence.
I've got characters on the board.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say the presence is good. I'm not going to win a military on defence.
No, but to be fair, it's okay if you don't win the military. You kill the bastard daughter, you get cards at my hand. And we all know that top decking from early in the game is not brilliant.
Yeah, as I recall, I think my hand wasn't amazing. I think Ariane was the only decent character I had in hand. Dawn was the only decent location in hand. The rest of it was just support cards. Yeah,
because you've got a few bigger characters, don't you? So you've got Duran, you've got obviously the Red Viper, Dark Star. Oh, anyone who watched the Swiss and saw that I was an idiot and put the wrong Dark Star in. I've put the right Dark Star in now.
Yep.
Sorry again about that.
Got Ariane, Other Lord and Lady, Spotted Silver, Edric Dane, Tristane, as you can see.
Dagos.
But yeah, no, didn't really have anything of note.
Yeah.
Except the Ariane, which is good.
I mean, to be fair, I guess I've not really got any sort of proper chunky characters. Salador and Alistair are probably the 2 chunkiest, but even those aren't.
I mean, it's not all about chunky characters, but in these respective decks, I guess it is. Because, I mean, what do the Bara Rains Smuggler deck do without a chunky character? Not a great deal. You need the Intrigue does characters like Davos and Melisandre to be able to
crew as well.
Yeah, to be able to push that agenda trigger. And the Martell Prince deck is all about getting higher strength lord and pushing the agenda and getting renown on the Viper, along with all the draw. So none of the decks really look like it's going to fire straight away.
Yeah, I mean, you want to win that power challenge by 5, obviously. So I'm being very careful with the power challenge. I don't really want to do a power challenge at you.
So you've done a military, knowing that I'm going to kill the bastard door. You've triggered your Willy Smuggler.
Yeah.
What was the card?
I think it was the Blue Ruins crew.
Okay.
Because I had 2 in hand, but I was aware you might get through to Intrigue, and I kind of wanted to make sure I had a Blue Ruins crew.
Okay.
Because, like I say, I wanted to focus on the smuggler side of things in this game, and really try and use the smugglers.
Sounds like you're making excuses.
Thanks. So yeah, no, that's what my plan was.
The cup you're drinking from seemed to say, "I am the god of tits and wine."
Oh, I'm definitely not the god of wine at the moment. If I was, there's something seriously wrong.
I don't know. You love a good wine.
Thanks, honey. Love you too. You've done an intrigue with Ariane. I think this is good. You managed to get the Mel.
Yeah, 2 stealth intrigue icons gone from your hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think my whole hand was actually pretty good. So at the end of the round, actually, we do have a brief summary screen that comes up just with the pluses and minuses of the round. So I think I shouldn't have done the military. Killing the bastard daughter wasn't really worth it. I lost a card from hand. I had good cards in hand, so I probably shouldn't have let you get that extra claim. You've just taken Ariane back to hand with your Greenblood Trader, so this should kind of scream to me that you're going to do some form of a reset.
Yeah, but I'm rearranging my cards because I'm going to need them in that order for the next round. That's one of my little subtle mind tricks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never actually noticed that.
Really? Oh, yeah. If I'm moving the cards in a particular order, it indicates that, I'm not going to kill them all. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. So, we should have a screen popping up. There we go.
What?
Yeah. So you managed to get 2 cards out the Bara player's hand, which was good. Left me with only 3 cards in hand. As I said, I probably shouldn't have done the military, as I had the good hand at the time. Doing the military meant that you were going to kill that bastard daughter and get an extra card from my hand. And for you, bringing Ariane and Greenblood Trader back, the Greenblood Trader is a nice choice. It means you can have more card draw options if you do Valar this turn.
Yeah, I figured I am going to Valar next turn. That will get rid of your Alistair, which is annoying, and your Salador.
Yeah. And luckily I do have a Spears of the Melon King on the board.
And also get my Dawn back.
Yeah. Yeah, so you knew you were going to get your Dawn back either way. If you were Valar rings, so you knew that it, wasn't needed, putting the Red Priest back into my hand. And also if you had done that, then obviously I'd have played it back out and probably stolen Dawn again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was a good choice, the Greenblood Trader. Obviously losing Justine, but he's not doing much really, is he? It's good if Duran's out. He's pretty strong, at least.
Yeah, that's even one saving grace. You've got the Lord trait.
Which, when that's the only saving grace, is a bit of a tell.
I mean, he's a 4/4 Bicon. It's okay, a pinch, but...
So I think I made you first player, as I figured, you're Valar, you have 0 claim. I've played Palace of Sorrows. I wasn't sure what you were going to play. I wanted something with half decent gold. This deck doesn't run anything that counters Valar, so there's no Return to the Fields or Valar Dohaeris or anything like that.
You're just going to suck it up and play through it.
Pretty much, but I guess that's what the Spears are for in the deck. In
retrospect, I could have not played the Brigade out and saved it for after the Valar if I knew I was going to Valar.
Yeah, I mean, you were second player, so you did Marshall second.
I did.
So it might have been a consideration. I've decided to kill Alistair and use his spears.
Who did you spears? Salad Man?
Yeah, Salad Man. I've got a feeling that I didn't put all the characters in the dead pile like I should have. I think I only put Alistair in the dead pile then.
What? Where did you put the others?
I think I put them in the discard.
What?
Sorry.
You cheating?
Cheating myself.
DQ. Cheating yourself, what, when you draw another character and play it?
Well, the rest of them are all non-unique.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what if I had Jogo?
In your
or Flavors Bay Port?
In your Martell deck?
Well, I'm just saying.
I know. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person.
It's fine.
Do you forgive me?
So I need the board presence here, so I'm going to just put out characters, even though I have a Dawn back. So we can see a Great Hall on Iron Throne.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a great haul you took. I guess having 3 great hauls out, because that's your restrictor card, isn't it, in this deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so having 3 great hauls out means that you can basically play Ariane every turn without worrying.
Yes.
Which is nice. But you've chosen not to play out the Great Hall. Did you
I already played one.
I already played one. Ah, okay. Yeah, you can just check it out next turn then, I guess.
Yeah, so, I mean, the only thing that neuters Ariane's effectiveness is if you put out 5 cost or higher character, 5 strength or higher character.
It'd be really annoying if I did that, wouldn't it?
It would be extremely annoying if you did that.
Yeah.
But fortunately, you're unlikely to do that with all those smugglers in your deck.
True. But also this turn, because it's Palace of Sorrows, everyone's staying strength anyway.
That's true.
So it's just not going to work this turn regardless. Luckily for me, I actually have quite a lot of 5 strength characters in this deck. Like the Valyrian's crew.
Of course, I've got no claim. You're not worried about military claim at all.
Nope, you have no military icons anyway. Looks like I miscounted my gold.
I'm doing a point.
Yeah, I'm just checking that I did my maths right.
Bexley smart. Bexley clever.
You know I don't like maths. You're such a dick.
Yeah.
Good thing I love you.
Yeah.
And Melisandre! Look, they're both 5 strength. Although technically 3 strength this turn. But then they'll go to 5 strength next turn.
Yay.
Yay!
It's fine. I'll marshal Duran and then your tears of joy will just dry up.
The fun thing is if you do get the Red Viper out now, I can just mel him.
Why?
Because he'll get renown on him.
Oh, what? You think I'm going to take renown on him with your mouth stood there?
Yeah, why not?
Well, no. She's much better to pop out onto the board when someone's got renown on them and the look on the opponent's face and you think, oh, shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to focus on putting out characters that would be safe from your Ariane going into the next round. So even if I did marshal a couple of little ones next round, I've got 2 like strong characters that I know will be fine. I also wanted to make sure I had a decent power icon. I didn't want you winning a power by 5. Although you can't this turn anyway, actually, thinking about it, because Palace of Sorrows. Yeah. Ignore that. Ignore that, guys. I was just, being an idiot. Anyway,
Melisandre is one of those cards that always seemed really, really scary. But I've never, ever seen her kill anyone.
I think she's only really scary if she's against like a, renown heavy deck.
Yeah.
Like, I guess something like against Lannister, because you've got Cersei, Jaime, Tywin. They all take power. The Mountain.
But they've all got a load of green icons, so they're not really weak.
No, true. Or against Stark, then I guess Stacey, Robb, Fat Cat.
She can be dangerous. Great. So you've got a Valyrian crew trigger. So you put that card. Oh my god. So the Valyrian's crew, when you win a challenge with them attacking, you put the top card of your opponent deck under the Valyrian's crew as an attachment with Terminal, and it also has passive text of you may marshal or play cards under the Valyrian's crew as if they were in your hand.
Which is wonderful.
So you can basically marshal my Red Viper next round as long as I don't put one on the board.
This was my thinking.
That screws up my entire agenda.
Yes.
It means I basically need to get him dead and then trigger my agenda to resurrect him.
It's fine, I might not play him out next turn. You might beat my initiative and have one in hand yourself.
Yeah, possible.
Oh, so I did a really stupid, random play there. So with my Melisandre, for some unknown reason, I decided to do a power challenge when you have no power to take, and didn't do the intrigue when you do have cards to take.
Say what?
I know, I'm not entirely sure why I did this.
You're such a dimlo.
I am definitely a dimlo. Dimlo is a good way of
It's a really soft way of calling you a bloody idiot.
That's a very British way of saying it, though. So yeah, just a round summary then. It says good board recovery from you. You managed to get a few characters back on the board. You got Arion on the board. And then, yeah, me doing the power was really stupid. I should have just done the intrigue. I have no idea why I did the power.
Yeah, you might have taken that Dawn or something.
Exactly, but I could have taken something decent.
So I think I make a mistake here. I get rid of the Dawn. And my thinking for Dawn was this. I've got Duran in the deck. I have Ariane in the deck. That's 6 cards with insight, plus the Red Viper triggering the agenda for cards. And I know you've got Salador in hand. And I don't particularly like the idea of paying 4 gold for a location that gets me cards on loot challenges and give my opponent 4 gold every round. I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I can just trigger Ariane each round and just, survive off that.
Yeah, seems fair.
Until, I'm bound to draw Duran soon or Red Viper.
Yeah, you'd think so. So you've played March into my Force Marched. So I played Force March because I wanted to make sure I went first. If you had Red Viper in hand and marshalled him, I would be pissed off because I was very excited about marshalling your Viper and just being like, ha ha ha! So I'm glad I did play the Force March, considering you played March to the Wall. You nearly beat me on initiative. But nearly being the word there. I was so happy.
What? This can't be true.
So I now have the Red Viper on my side, which just feels wonderful, quite honestly, honey. Were you sad?
No. I don't know if I had a Viper. I don't think I did.
Even if you didn't, I think I couldn't take the risk that you did have one and was going to marshal it. So I think it was important that I made sure I went first. Because, you don't know your opponent's hand, right?
Well, I guess that is true.
But I was feeling very smug.
Yeah, so I checked the blue and crew and it turns out they're not no attachments.
So you can put a Beguiled on.
Because it would be really silly if they were no attachment, because then you wouldn't be able to put a card face down under them as an attachment. But I checked it anyway.
I didn't think about that. But yeah, that's a very good point. You played out on Alaria here.
This is the round I'll do another silly play.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it might be because I was caught in 2 minds about what card to marshal.
I mean, you've got 7 gold, so you've got enough, to marshal potentially 2 characters, depending on what's in your hand. And I still not played out Salador. But you decide to go for Ricasso, and then you bestow him. And this might not seem that weird, but you don't play out another character. Now, the problem is, you're definitely losing a military. You don't have a military icon on the board. I've got 2, so even if you take away my Beguiled, even if you use Beguiled to take away the military, I'm still going to win one with the Red Viper. You might have had a Burning on the Sand in hand.
Yeah.
But apparently you don't because...
No.
So someone's going to die. Alara and Ariane are quite big expenses to lose if they're going to die. So it does seem strange to bestow the Ricasso. I don't know if you could use the Ricasso's 2 golden Ricasso for anything else. I mean, you marshalled a 9 throne. I don't know if you had another character that was 4 cost lower in hand. I don't know if you're having to remember.
I don't think I had any other characters in hand.
Oh, okay. I mean, in any case, it could have been put towards dominance or something, I don't know, or a threat of vengeance. Oh, yeah. The second card I got.
Oh, my God.
So Valyrian's crew winning the military, they're reacting to steal an Ariane from your draw pile and put that under. You get the unopposed and then claim. So, logically you go for Ricasso here, right?
Depends if I'm using Riccato or need that bestow.
Yeah, you've got Duran's game in hand, because you've had that since sort of turn 1-ish, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you've gone for the Riccasso, so it's a little bit of a tempo loss, I guess, for you, investing in that card just to lose it.
I went for Riccato because then I thought I could actually defend challenges if I need to, depending on what you do.
What strength is Ilaria?
5.
Yeah, I thought so. So with Ilaria and Ariane on the board, it actually makes it harder for me to do a power challenge, especially because if I do a small power challenge, you could just double defend, win by 5.
Stand your Viper.
Maybe get a Viper in hand, and then I don't know if you've got resets like Valad or Hyros or something that you can get it off the board.
I think I'd really need to see Doran and then trigger Ariane to put Viper back into my own hand.
Oh yeah, you can just trigger Ariane, can't you? That was it. Yeah, so I was a bit worried about you just triggering Ariane to get the red Viper back.
So surely I'll double defend here and then trigger Ariane after the challenge to get rid of your flame acolyte woman. Maybe?
Yeah, so here...
I mean, I wouldn't dom either way, but...
Yeah.
Get Ariane off the board.
So here, like you say, so I go in for the power and you decide to Ariane it so that I don't get the unopposed and claim. I don't know if maybe it'd been better doing it on the red Viper.
Can't. Ariane's 5 strength. Viper's 5 strength.
Ah, okay, yeah, of course.
So,
So now I'm thinking, shit, I need to go first again.
Oh god, yeah, because you've got Ariane.
I do have Ariane.
Shit.
So, yeah, I mean, this is just round summary, basically what we've been saying. Force March to win the initiative last turn. This deck actually runs double Force March, so, spoiler, I want to win initiative again. Guess what I'm going to play. And then, yeah, bestowing the Riccasso was a bit random and unneeded.
I think Riccato was the only character I had, possibly.
Okay.
So, yeah, bestowing him, bad choice.
I noted earlier you also discarded a spotted silver. What was the logic behind that?
I don't know. When did I do that? When I got rid of Dawn?
Yeah.
God knows.
Fair enough. You played out a Noble Cause. I'm really happy I'm going first because Noble Cause.
I'm like, I could just play Ariane, no problem.
Yeah, and I'm like, ha! I was so happy when I saw your Noble Cause. I was like, if that's for Ariane, mate, you're going to be really upset. You literally made the camera shake then. Sorry, honey.
Glorious.
It amuses me that for a brief period then I had more Martell cards on my side than your... In fact, I still have more Martell cards.
You mean characters?
No? Yeah, I guess so.
Because I've got 2 and you get 2. No, you got 3 on your side of the board because you got Big Island.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh, I've got loads of gold and not a lot to spend it on.
You got Noble Cause, you got 2 Great Halls. What big are you going to play, honey?
If I play Edric Dane, that's banter.
I don't even remember what you play at this point. I was still crowing over the fact I had your Viper and Ariane.
You don't look overly happy.
I know, I was trying not to gloat too much during the game in case you got sad.
When do I get sad during the game?
When you're sulking because I'm beating you because I stole your Ariane and your Red Viper.
I'm not the one that gets all misty eye.
Oh look, what's that one?
Dagoth Man Woody.
Ah yeah, that one.
Sometimes he gets stealth.
Sometimes.
And a dark star.
Is he a Lord or... He's definitely not a lady.
He's not, no. Is he a Lord or... Just Your brain just engaged, just in time.
Yeah, just managed to stop myself from saying something stupid. So I've still not played out Salador, so you could have had like 2 whole rounds of Dawn here. Because I definitely...
However, if you had got Salador, you would have played him out for 5 gold and then got 4 gold back, so he would be on the board.
But I wouldn't have enough to pay for Ariane and Red Viper then, I think. Because I think both turns I only had like...
Yeah, but you played out the little chud.
It's only 2 gold though.
Exactly, but you only needed... If you play Salador, it only cost you 1 gold.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I would have had loads more cards, so...
And that's the big one, right?
So, beguile your Valyrian's crew of their military icon so I can win the military. I'm obviously going to defend that.
Yeah.
Because, don't want my fully bestowed Vacathos to die again.
Yeah, the thing is though, I've got to be careful here because I need to make sure there's enough power standing so that you can't win a power by 5. Because I'm still worried that you'll win a power by 5 and go and grab a Red Viper and then do some kind of trick, to get the Red Viper off of my side.
Oh no, who would do a trick? Would you like to read the real Dark Star that belonged in this deck?
Oh yeah, what's this one again?
When you steal someone, you can remove an icon.
Ah.
Really good if you're first player. Sometimes really good if you're a second player. As long as they haven't completely nailed out.
Yeah. So I'm going for an intrigue. I think... I'm a stealth Ilaria, right? Because Dark Star has stealth.
I'm going to say unopposed. Because I want to win that military challenge, which you can still win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not scared of your wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would be disappointed to see is Filthy Accusation. But it seemed to me that not many people play Filthy Accusations anymore.
What, in skin deck?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because common scheme plots are now Riddle, even though that's reduced in popularity. Spider's Web, Red Wedding, Power Behind the Throne, Forgotten Plans,
You do realise that I think only one of those was actually in this Rains plot deck.
Yeah, but because Paul made it. Pooey Paul, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, don't start that again.
You said it.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
What did you just play?
I played Wildfire.
Why would you do this?
To kill your Ariane.
Well, that seemed unnecessary.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to have some trick.
You playing around these non-existent tricks.
So I was thinking if you had something like... I know you don't have the gold, but I forgot that Southern Messenger was 5 gold, not 3. But I thought if you got like Southern Messenger and she only had 1 icon, you could bounce it back to your hand.
I see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There was
but
magic
Southern
behind
Messenger
that.
is 5. So you've got a crack card now under Valyrian's crew. We know it's not very good because Rebecca didn't show it to the camera.
I didn't get all excited. I think it was a Wimbler Trader. So it's not like a crap card, but...
Oh yeah, you can trigger that.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Just not as exciting as stealing your Red Viper or your Ariane. So yeah, you're defending the military.
It appears there is no Filthy Accusation.
There is.
There is. Oh, but you didn't decide to nail out a military icon so you can win and reduce my board?
No, because I
You
probably
decided to reduce your own board.
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the Ariane because I wanted to kill her before you played something that got her back. I didn't know what, but I don't know the cards as well as I probably should, so I was worried.
You can only describe it as Martell bullshit.
Basically, yeah. So this is where I make another mistake, basically. I did a challenge with the Acolyte, meaning that you could just win either the Intrigue or the Power by 5. So if you wanted to go and grab another copy of Red Viper, you could have and done the Power. But instead, you've done a bloody Intrigue. And look how much power you get!
Yeah, the only reason I did that now is because I wanted to even out the power race a little bit so I didn't have to worry too much about being behind.
I think it was a good shout, because obviously the Red Viper's already on the board, and even if you go and got him,
I could have stood him and drawn a card, which might have been actually handy because you're not going to win Dom because I have the Iron Throne.
That's true. So I went into Wildfire, but as it says, I was considering the Valar next turn anyway, so it would have been better, as I said here, to kneel out the Filthy Accusations, use Filthy Accusations to kneel out Alaria.
I think maybe one of the military icons might have been a better shout for you to get a kill off.
But I was already planning on Valaring.
Okay.
So I was kind of torn. So I shouldn't have done the Wildfire there. I think I would have been better doing the Filthy, and then that stops you from getting the unopposed intrigue on the way back.
And what was the second point?
I think it's all part of the same thing. I shouldn't have done the challenge with the Acolyte because it meant that you were able to win a challenge by 5. So basically, I think my mistakes were letting you win a challenge by 5 and playing that Wildfire. So do you want to just run us through your thinking on the win or die here?
Well, I'm playing you win or you die. Because I want cards in hand.
Okay.
And the cards I have in hand at the current moment are low cost. So I can play them out with all the gold I'm going to get anyway. So I might as well just get loads more cards. Hopefully I can draw a Dawn or something and chuck it on the board.
Were you expecting there to be the Valar at this point?
Not especially. Because, you had 3 characters, I had 3. You had Wildfire the previous round.
Did the Wildfire throw you off a little bit, thinking like, oh, she's definitely not going to Valar because she's played Wildfire, or?
Nah, I just thought you just wanted to kill Arianne. So you're just being vindictive.
I was a little bit.
Thinking I've triggered Rains, I might as well use it.
Yeah. I think in the first game in the Swiss, I didn't actually trigger Rains once, amusingly.
I think what this game is showing that the Rain schemes aren't really that impactful. I mean, there's no scheme that makes you think, trigger Rain so you can do this. They're not really impactful at the moment. They've restricted a lot of decent schemes, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't feel when playing the deck that there was like a Rains plot that I really wanted to make sure I triggered. So yeah, I don't know if it's just because of the particular choice of Rains plots in this deck. But yeah, I wasn't like desperate to play any of them. You've played out a Dawn.
Thank God.
Woohoo!
Now I've got 2 reserve.
Now I can play my Salador.
Salad Man.
Salad Man. And then you were like, you're going to trigger him. And I was like, what? I can trigger him?
Yeah. So my board isn't great for whatever I've drawn from You Win or You Die. Obviously, I have nothing really worth putting out.
And possibly you had some attachments, like negative attachments, but as I had no characters on the board, you had nothing to put them on.
True.
Which would also be an issue. Now, I had a bit of a dilemma here, and I'm still not sure if I did the right thing. Possibly not. So basically, with Salador being duped, if you do a military and you've got 2 claim and you win it, I can just claim the Salador dupe and keep the other copy on the board.
Yeah,
because
so
can't claim...
you need to choose Salador and someone else for claim, and then you save with the dupe.
So you can't basically kill Salador twice.
Correct.
Now, I've got like 6 gold. I can't get 2 more characters on the board. I can only get 1 more character on the board. But if I do that, then that character will die if I lose the military. So my issue being, do I just sit on the gold, because I can't really do anything else with it, and then let the Salador dupe go, but be able to defend the power?
Yes.
Or play out another character. Now, because I was like, I've got all this gold because I know Dawn, I just got myself overly excited and decided to marshal another character.
So that basically means you're going to have to defend the military.
Which means I have to defend the military, which means that you get the power through unopposed, which now went from 7-7 to 5-10.
Yeah, I see. Because otherwise I wouldn't have won the power.
Exactly. I would have defended the power. So I think this was a bit of a yay gold moment and got myself carried away.
Did you see my 2 cards from Dawn?
Ariane and Burning on the Sand.
Yeah, Ariane, great.
I ain't got Burning on the Sand. Burning on the Sand's good. Just to point out, you'd stood Dawn earlier when you moved it around, realised it should be knelt, and then knelt it again. In the dominance phase,
for God's sake,
I decided to blow up your Dawn.
I'm not happy about that. I'm really not happy about that. Especially on my win or you die turn. Suppose I'm getting to Starfall then.
The Starfall's still good.
It's right, yeah, when the boards are short.
It's still quite annoying. But I can still use my salad man to get 3 gold if I've got any more smugglers.
For God's sakes. Bloody salad man.
Salad man. It also meant that it reduced your reserve, because obviously Win or Die is 0 reserve, but the Iron Throne gives you +1 and Dawn gives you +1, so you would have had 2. But by getting rid of the Dawn, it meant that you went down to just 1 reserve. So this is just what we were discussing. The other thing that I probably should have done is trigger my Kingsgate. I had enough power on my faction card to do so, and I didn't have many cards in hand.
Oh yeah.
So I really should have triggered the Kingsgate. Got the cards. And next turn I'd be able to get more, if I was worried about the gold, for example, I'd still be able to use Salad Man because I knew I had a smuggler in hand at this point. I'd still be able to use Salad Man to kneel one of your locations to get some more gold anyway. So yeah, I should have triggered the Kingsgate that turn. So we've got City Besieged into Retaliation.
You have the initiative.
So I think I go first. Yeah, makes sense. Otherwise I might just win. I got myself in a bit of a muddle here, which is something I do often because I'm a plonker.
What do you mean?
So I now out 2 Great Halls, and then I was like, oh, I can kneel your Starfall, but I want to keep your Starfall stood because I've got a smuggler in hand. I want to marshal it and then use Salad. And you were like, yeah, you can use that on Starfall, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll use it on Starfall. And then it was like, I got to my marshalling.
And then you were like, I've just drawn a smuggler.
I already had one. And then I was like, oh shit, I know it's Starfall. That was stupid. That's better to be stood.
It's still an Iron Throne if you want to kneel something.
I know. And I did then mention saying, oh, the door can knelt Starfall when I should have left that stood. And you were like, you can take it back if you want. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, my mistake, but you said it was okay, so I had to take it back.
You did what? You had to take back.
I know, I'm a bad person.
If you do well in this game, it basically invalidate.
What? Why?
Take back. Oh.
And nothing to do with the fact your hand is shit.
My hand is shit.
So you've got a Burning on the Sand, a Prince of the Attendant, and what was the other one?
Beguiled.
Beguiled, that was it.
Yeah, putting it more and more into stark contrast, that getting rid of Dawn earlier was really bad play. Because now it's hurting. Even if you did play out the Salador, still better to have the cards than not.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there.
The Spears of the Merlin King did well to resurrect him, keep him alive.
Yeah.
Now you got a lot of intrigue icon. 3 with stealth, potentially. But only 2 with actual stealth. Because the pirate can gain stealth.
Yeah, I was just having a moment of panic where I thought, shit, did I cheat by marshalling Melisandre? But she was marched because I remember I kept the Valyrian's crew because it had either Red Viper under it or I think it was Red Viper under it at the time.
It's true.
Is that the Beguiled?
Yeah.
I feel like you saw a lot of them.
I saw all 3. Yeah, see, the choice was Davos could he pinch his power off that faction card, or the other intrigue stealth which had a power icon. So I thought I'd do the one with the power icon as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
At least that way you got a smaller power.
Well, I've only got 1 power icon, haven't I?
It slows you down if you're doing power challenges. Because if you do one, I'm going to win one.
Yeah. Unless I can somehow kill off your chuds.
You're doing that math right now.
Yep.
I seem to have like 2 iron thrones.
Yeah.
One in gold and one in swords.
So my theory being that I'm just going to go all out with these challenges because hopefully, like, you'll only have 2 characters left, and if I can trigger Rains, I might be able to do something else as well.
Yep. 2 claim plot.
So yeah, I've gone for the power.
What did I start for? Or was that Nelt?
Oh, that was Nelt
from Salah.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just burning in the sand that then.
I was so cross that you did that. I was like, okay, it's worth losing a power on return because I'm going to, reduce his power anyway. It'll be fine. I got this. And then you were like burning on the sand. I was like, you fucking what, mate?
You sounded just like Kat. I hear when I'm playing Paul on the iPhone and we're on the voice chat, I hear Kat in the background going, "You fucking what, mate?"
I know. We have these little mini online tournaments sometimes with the Northampton meta, and hearing Kat in the background of Paul's game is just hilarious.
Great.
So I was not best pleased with your burning on the sand here.
Would you like to intrigue me now?
Yeah, so I'm militarying to try and get rid of the bloody stuff on your board. Triggering my Davos to get rid of one of your powers. And then the military is unopposed. And 2 claim. I was so hoping you were going to get rid of one of the desert scavengers, but you didn't.
I did.
Sorry, both of them I meant.
No, that seemed silly.
Don't know what you're on about, mate. So now I know that I need to do the intrigue, win by 5, and rather sadly, filthy your desert scavenger. If I can't have a power challenge, you can't have a power challenge.
That would have helped me enormously. I would have got to 13 power.
Yeah? Yeah, you would.
I took you back down to 7. 13-7 is a good point. 48 minutes into the game.
Yeah. Now I think that's me done.
Are you stalling?
No, I think you're stalling.
That doesn't sound like me.
Well, I mean, I've done all 3 challenges, and I'm just waiting on you now.
No, you're saying word with your mind.
Sure. So,
what challenge am I doing?
There. Intrigue, I believe.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now, this is where I made another mistake.
Wow, Robert.
Yeah, and privileged position. So I totally should have sacrificed my Kingsgate, got 2 more cards in hand, and then I would have had
more claim soak.
Yeah, less chance for you to take it. So 2 games in a
Bob would have been
even.
Devastating.
On all your locations, yeah.
Or just keeping my board now and then you can just do whatever.
Yeah.
Because you've got 3 characters there at 5 or higher and I have none.
That's true. So yeah, just what we were talking about then during the round. So make sure you make the right decision when you're playing out, when you're kneeling things out. You were quite unlucky with your draw, but the burning on the sand was actually really good for you. Really stopped me from jumping ahead. Maybe I should have done the intrigue first and possibly Rains out, but if I'd done that, that would have lost my 2 claim, which I think is why I didn't. I should have triggered that Kingsgate. So it's still sitting on the board for not really any reason. Really should have triggered it earlier.
Apparently you want the money.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Legs on my feet, but I still needed the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a card might have been more useful for you if you'd triggered that last round.
Exactly. And now I only have 1 card in hand.
But as it is, you're still losing, so...
Thanks, honey.
Loo-hoo, Zahar.
Mm-hmm. but I do feel like I've got a better board. And I have a dupe. So I know you've got a Valar.
Have I?
Well, yeah.
Shh.
Because you've...
Secret.
you've cycled through your plots now because you played Prince Duran's Behest.
Yep.
So having a Valar isn't as scary when I've got a dupe.
I figure, you know what I'll do? I'll just get 4 cards in hand. Maybe I'll get another Dawn.
Put on the pressure.
And I got 4 shit
Look at the
cards.
state of that. So you got the Red Viper back.
Yay,
Who's dead. Duran's Game, Hand Judgment, and Imprisoned, I think was the other one.
Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
Yeah, good thing with Dawn.
Cards that are handy when you're winning the game or you have a board present. Nothing that's going to help me come back.
I mean, I think the thing we keep coming back to in this game is the Dawn.
Yeah, that was
issue, isn't
important. Would have helped me close the game out quicker.
But look, I'm playing Late Summer Feast. I might give you cards.
Oh yeah, but the funny thing is, Red Priest, yeah, go ahead. Fill your boots, love.
So, I think I make a wrong decision here.
Oh, what'd you do?
I take Duran's Game because I don't know how I thought you were going to get like an intrigue win by a 5 through. But I take Duran's Game, so I thought, well, this could be an issue. I'll take that because obviously you've got so many card draw options in your hand and on the board.
You're totally scared of it. I understand.
What a dork.
So the Imprisoned, do you think you should have taken?
I should have taken the Imprisoned because Davos was helping me to slow you down. And with the Imprisoned, you can imprison him. And if I don't have another Smuggler, which I didn't, then you would be able to Starfall him as well and basically make him useless.
To be fair, Duran's Game is a win condition. But then, also to be fair, you could see the state of my hand.
Yeah. I know. It's like, I know what's in your hand. I know what's on the board.
Just do 2, add 2. But
Why is this an issue for me? So yeah, just an absolute dork, basically. In conclusion.
Top 32 at world, guys. What a dork. If you lost to this woman, be ashamed.
Now, my other issue as well is because you got Beguiled on Melisandre, you can just do a power with your Desert Scavenger if you want to, and I kind of have to defend it with Saladar because otherwise, you'll get 2 claim through. For some reason, you didn't do the power challenge, which I thought you probably should have.
You're first player.
I am first player, never mind. I'm going to shut up.
La 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 la. Triggering Rains into Riddle.
Yeah.
To get 2 cards.
Yeah.
See, Riddle used to be really good in Rain, but everyone playing Copper the next change, but now that's not really the case so much. So.
But I took your Dead Viper out of hand for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So one of the Rain plots I would like to see come back is Wheels Within Wheels.
Is that on the restricted list?
It is on the restricted list, primarily because of combo decks, like the Wonder Woman deck, but I'd rather them just, hit the combo card, ban them, and then bring back a load of these other cards. We're getting a new restricted list on the 26th, so hopefully we'll get some of our scheme plots back.
And this is the restricted list from the Conclave, isn't it?
Conclave. I'm going to keep my power icon.
I know. What have I done so far? I've done an intrigue and a military. So now I definitely can't do the power, because if I do the power, then you'll come back with double power.
Yep.
So I figure I'm going to have to defend the power instead, which is a little bit annoying.
I'm a master of legitimately slowing games down so I can, edge my way back in somehow.
I know.
That's something I am generally okay at.
And look, you've got my board against a fucking Desert Scavenger, and I can't do a power challenge against you because you're Desert Scavenger me.
Yeah, beware of the camel.
Yeah, is that how ridiculous is this? Oh yeah, this was something that I also I forgot I'd even played this. I've got a Star Sept and a King's Landing, which I played out in the marshalling. I should have seeing as I have loads of gold left, in the marshalling, used my King's Landing to play a Spears from my discard.
Yes, you should have.
Yes, I should have, because I've got 5 characters on the board, and you've got a Desert Scavenger, and Valar seems fine for you right now.
Or if you'd have used your King Gate the previous round, you can re-marshal it.
Yeah? Yeah. So basically, I'm a dumbass. We've established this a few times this game. But I did manage to lay waste to Starfall.
Right. And I've got no 2-cost location.
Yeah, but you've now put a bloody... Was that condemned?
Yeah.
Great. So the one power icon I had left.
You don't want to win the game. I've got a camel. And currently it can have more power icons than any of your boards.
I know! Ridiculous.
So, the choice there... let's talk about the round summary then.
Yeah. So it's basically... what we've been saying throughout the round. In taking the imprisoned would have been better with the Red Priest, possibly. Your draw was shit. I should have marshalled the Spears from the discard pile, because I know you've got Valar, and I know that I've got characters on the board and you don't. So, yeah. Did you have another point?
No.
No. So, yeah, just as we said on the screen, those were lots of silly mistakes around from myself, I think. And
Not necessarily a mistake, but play patterns that could be improved upon.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Which is why people watch these videos. Because not only is it entertaining, there are play patterns where they can just laugh at us. And we're providing that for you. So the good thing with the condemned on Salador is the fact that Salador's duped, so he'll always be condemned.
Yeah. And now you're going to get the imprisoned off of Devon back. Not Devon, Davos even.
Mm-hmm.
Was he imprisoned or was he... Yeah, he was imprisoned, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, so you're going to get that back, so you can stick that on Salador if I don't play any of the attachments out.
Get my Dwayne game back as well.
Get your Dwayne's game back for all those intrigue icons. Sadly for you, you've only got 1 card in hand. I think it's a Burning on the Sand. Is that what it was?
No idea.
It's not something great anyway. But the Beguiled goes at least.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah, Salad Man has survived since turn 1. And we're now on like plot 8.
King Gate there, that's good.
Yeah, because I need the draw.
My deck looks very small.
It does look very small.
Because it's all in the dead pile.
That'll discard, right? Yeah, you're not even drawing that many cards. I guess I stole a couple for you.
Yes, you did. What have I drawn? I'm going first. Let's see what I'm going to do. Oh, Water Garden.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm nailing it to play Imprisoned. Spicy. Oh, wow. Bastard Daughter. And Marshalling. Okay, then. Still haven't drawn anything useful.
It's fine, though, because I have an equally...
If only you took a King Gate a few rounds earlier and then marshaled it again with the King's Landing.
Thanks, hon.
That's alright, dear.
Now I'm like, I should probably marshal something from the discard pile.
I've never really seen the value of King's Landing really before. I've always felt it's quite expensive for what it does. I mean, it doesn't really give you anything. It allows you to marshal a card from a separate place, i.e. a location. And it allows you to swap a card in your hand with a different card. So for 4 cost, for filtering a card out of your deck into the discard pile, or seeding the discard pile that you can marshal later, to draw a card, and just marshalling one from the discard doesn't seem that amazing.
Is it as amazing as my my marshalling though?
Your marshalling sucks.
But I've got a Spears.
Yeah.
And a Sunny Galley.
You've also got a Starry Set which has done nothing.
That's because I've not had a power icon. Look, I've got a...
think that's worth it in the deck.
What, the Starry Set?
Did you marshal that King's Gate from your discard pile?
No, that was from my At the Gates.
No, I'll let you off.
I had At the Gates King's Gate, and then Spears from the discard, and then another King's Gate actual marshalling.
Seems good.
And so you get an unopposed military.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get an unopposed intrigue anyway.
You might as well, right? You're winning Dom, so...
Yep.
So I might as well get the unopposed intrigue.
You just don't take my important cards.
What's your important cards?
Who knows? I don't think I have any.
I think one of them is a Hand's Judgment. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's a Hand's Judgment from earlier. I don't know what the last one
Devastating.
is. Oh, Duran's Game. And I'm like, right, let's actually trigger these King's Gates.
Yeah, this is when I know I'm in trouble because you're going to have a full hand of cards.
Yeah.
Along with 7 reserve.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to win dominant, it's going to be 11-14. Can I top deck? Can I have the top deck of kings?
Now, it is worth noting that if we were playing by proper tournament rules and we had a timer, you have won at this point.
Thank you.
However, we didn't have a timer.
No, we didn't.
So, next round, after the round summary. I think the Valar was a good choice for you. Because, you know, you had a Desert Scavenger against my whole board. However, although it's a kind of possibly obvious play from you, there's nothing in my plot deck that actually lets me counter a Valar. And then, I don't think there's a lot either of us could have done considering our hand, apart from if I'd actually not been an idiot earlier and triggered my King's Gate, and you hadn't been an idiot earlier and actually just played Dawn. So, got March to the Wall against Palace of Sorrows.
I guess I'll let you go first, and then I can put those attachments back out.
Yeah.
If you marshal one power icon, then I can control it.
On the plus side, I now have a lovely full hand.
Yeah.
And a relatively decent amount of gold.
But hopefully no salad men.
I think that's all 3 copies. Oh no, we've seen 2 copies, haven't we?
Oh God, Lancer.
Yeah.
Oh, take me further away from my win.
I know, like every little power I can get off you. Like Davos triggering once earlier stopped you from just winning that last round. And then a Vanguard there. King's Road. To help me play out what we got. Oh, maybe I'll get Duran next.
That would not be funny.
It would be hilarious. And a Willy Smuggler.
The second power icon is very sad for me.
Perfect for me. Yeah, looks like I'm sitting on 1. And I've got a nice little stock of cards in hand now as well. Just in case it goes another round. Depends what you marshal.
Yeah, it's going to go on the Willy Smuggler because he's the one you can give stealth. So this way, taking all the icons off him, it means you've only got 2 characters to do challenges with, which means you can only do 2 challenges instead of 3.
Yes, makes sense. However, you don't have any characters.
Nope.
So, power. Nearly forgot my Star Recept. Star Recept, unopposed. Claim. And unopposed Intrigue. And I win!
Wait, your reaction. Oh, you missed your reaction.
Oh, I didn't do it, did I? I should have done that, it would have been funny.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was Duran.
Well played.
Thank you. So, as I say, it would have been worth noting that in a proper tournament, you would technically have won on time. But, as we played the whole game through, I won. Or should I say...
Bara Rains.
Bara Rains won.
That sets up a final with Greyjoy Stag versus Bara Rains.
Which,
Paul Geddes versus Adam East.
Which rather ironically, both from the same meta. So, Paul and Adam, you are up for the for the final, which we have already played. So, I'll try and get that edited sometime this week. And it will probably come out next weekend, as it does take a little bit of editing to do these videos. with the extra screens and things. So if you are interested in the decks, we have them on the screen now. You've got the Martell Prince deck. Were there any like big changes, like from this having that second game, that you would consider making?
I feel like maybe I need 1 or 2 more characters.
You've got plenty of card draw, don't you? You're just struggling to find it.
Yeah, because I threw away the Dawn, really.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, generally it's okay. But a lot of the cards only do things when you're winning, I suppose. I don't know. It just didn't work out. I think it was just maybe a little bit the draw, a little bit the bad Dawn decision.
That's fair enough. And we've also got the... Sorry, do you have anything else?
I was just going to say, I'll probably go down to 1 Dagos rather than 3.
Yeah, I guess they can't get Renown, can they? Because it's a Prince deck, so... And then the Bara Rains by Paul, which has made it through to the final. As we say, sort of struggling a little bit with those Rains plots. There wasn't anything that like I desperately really wanted to trigger. I mean, the Filthy was handy, the Varys' Riddle was handy. Exposed Duplicity does nothing in this matchup. Yeah, I don't know. Like, both decks were pretty fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Easy enough to play.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Exposed Duplicity, of course. Why wouldn't you play that?
Yeah, it was a good one if you come up against
the
Shadows deck.
But then it's dead against a lot of decks, so...
But yeah, so thanks always for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers, and I'll get that final edited as soon as I can and should be up next weekend. So look forward to Bara Rains versus Greyjoy Stag.
Goodbye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.